Alright, what's good everybody, it's BeginTheUprising here. I'm actually doing a tag for GHopper85's video that he started. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Youth of the Nation, 21 questions. And pretty much he has like a list of 21 questions that we have to answer. And we tag 5 people at the end of this to do the same thing, and he wants us to get going, like to be a really successful thing on YouTube. And I'm actually think that this is a very good idea, because I think this is actually like one of the first things that we have like this on YouTube. So I commend him for doing something like this, as a very good idea. So GHopper85 tagged me to do the 21 questions, so I guess that is what I'm here doing right now. And to get started, I have the list of 25 questions right here. They're all in the description. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started for you guys. First question is, what is your name? Well, my name is David Abraham. How Jewy that sounds. It's a very Jewy name, you know, because you got David, like the Star of David, and then Abraham is pretty self-explanatory. But I'm actually half Korean, I'm half white, I guess you can say. I have like a lot more like other stuff, like I'm like 10% Polish or something like that, or like German, whatever. But my name is David Abraham. And how old am I? I am 19 years old, and my birthday is in December. So if you guys ever want to, you know, send me a birthday present, that's cool. Where are you from? I'm from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I have, like, lately, I've been, like, kind of living with various amount of people. So right now, kind of like in the D'Iberville, Biloxi area. You guys might know that, as that's bigger than Ocean Springs, Mississippi. But yeah, I live in the very south part of Mississippi, so. What card shop do you represent or play at? Okay, so here's the deal. My card shop that I used to go to does not really like us, I guess you can say. We just go there to have fun, and they're not really, and it's not really sanctioned play. It's we just go there to have fun, but I mean, it's not really sanctioned, like I said. But that card shop is Gulf Coast Cards Sports Memorabilia or whatever. It's located in Edgewater Mall. But we are getting switched over to a card shop called Jack's. They used to be really, and they probably still are, really big Magic. They used to be strictly just Magic, but now one of my friends talked to him and said that they'll start doing Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, and we'll get like better price support over there than the card shop that we were at. So I will be soon representing Jack's card shop, which is going to be in Biloxi. When did you first start playing Yu-Gi-Oh? I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, like, honestly, whenever it first came out. I remember the first episode that came on TV, and I watched it. Is that a question? Yeah. Okay. That's another question. But how long have I been playing Yu-Gi-Oh? I've been playing, like, literally ever since it came out. Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, I was already in there, you know. I already had like a Yu-Gi Kaiba structure deck, whatever, and I was playing with a couple of my friends. So really, I think that was about 9 or 10 years ago, back in 01, 02 era. So that's yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been playing for that long. It doesn't really seem like that long though. What was the first holo you ever pulled out of a pack? Okay. Well, me and my friend Jordan Moore, we went to an Air Force base, and we went into a, they have their own Walmart, and it's called the Commissary. So we went into the Commissary, and we were looking around, and after watching a few episodes of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, we found some packs that they were just putting up on the shelf, and we were like, hey, can we have one of these? Yeah, sure. And that was back when it was like $2.99 a pack, and it was Legend of Blue Eyes. And I wasn't the one that pulled the holo. We each got one pack, and my friend Jordan Moore was actually the one that pulled the holo, and I pulled like a base rare that was like really crappy. But that was the first holo that I've ever witnessed seeing being pulled. I don't really remember the first holo I pulled, but that is the first holo that I remember being pulled by someone so close to me. He pulled a super rare man-eater bug, so I'm never gonna forget that. Are you part of a Yu-Gi-Oh team? No, I'm not part of a Yu-Gi-Oh team. I don't think that I'm that great at the game, to be honest. So, I really don't think I should be, like, I have the worthy of a title of being part of a team. I do want to talk to one of my friends, and I want to see if that he wants to start up, like, not really a team, more of like a partnership kind of thing. And I'll talk to him about it later, but no, I just don't feel like I'm not that great to be on a team, to be quite honest with you. Do you have any Yu-Gi-Oh credentials, regional tops wins, YCS, Shonen Jump tops wins, or Nationals Worlds tops wins? Well, being in Mississippi, there's really not really a whole lot of regionals, and the only regionals that are so close to us are like Louisiana and like occasionally Florida. We are actually going to Atlanta for a regional. But I only have one regional top, and that was 9th place. And I was one away from getting my invite, but I made it into top 16, so I'm happy about that. So, and other than that, that was the only regional top that I've ever got. Not to say, like, I mean, I scrub out every single time. It's just we have such limited amount of regionals because we always have to drive like 3 hours to get to a regional, and that, you know, not a lot of people want to do that. So. Yeah, I only have one top, so I'm a scrub, sorry. Do you trade, sell, buy, and or play for cards? Yes, I do. I mean, I'm not as big as some of the other people, but I will play you for cards, like, whenever you want to, pretty much. Like I said, I do have, like, a really janky binder, so I'm still trying to build it up, but I will play you for cards. You just name it when, and I will play you. Do you remember your very first duel? Yeah, I remember my very first duel. I was in the dining room of my friend Jordan Moore's house, and we both had Yugi structure decks, the very first Yugi structure deck, and I got my ass handed to me by a Gaia, the Fierce Knight. And my best thing was to do is I summoned a Curse of Dragon in face-up defense position, and I said go, and he pretty much raped me from there. So, I always hated Gaia the Fierce Knight. He was such a fag. Okay. What is your most favorite / signature card? Okay. Honestly, I had to think about this for a while, and I really don't know, to be honest. But if I had to say one, it would be Threatening Roar. Really, because out of everybody that plays me, and out of everybody that goes to my locals and stuff, you can ask all of them, I'm the only person at my locals, and probably one of the few, if not the only one at a regional that would run Threatening Roar still in a deck. But I still do it. I run 2 of them. So if I have to say, that would be my signature card, just because I'm just the only one that runs it now. What is your most favorite / signature deck? Okay, well, if you were to ask anybody, you can even ask Adam, you can ask everybody at my locals, it's going to be Lightsworn. You know, I've been running Lightsworn, unfortunately, I wasn't running Lightsworn whenever they were like, what the fuck good. I was running them a month before the ban list happened, whenever they were really good. So they got hit with Charge, Necro, and Honest, and Lumina. They got hit with those 4 things. And a month before that ban list, that's when I started playing Lightsworn, and I've been playing it ever since. I have other side decks, it's just Lightsworn is my first priority thing. What is your most favorite / signature format? Okay, not to copy Adam on this, but I agree with 100% on Adam. It's just, every new ban list, every start of a new format, you have a whole bunch of rogue decks that have really good potential to top. And that is just what I like seeing, because you can see like 50 different decks top, and it's just because, I mean, if you guys don't watch Von 60, he pretty much, you know, compared it really well. At the start of a format, it's like an amoeba, and then it shapes up into like a square. After like a couple months, it's like it shapes up and whatnot. But anything can happen the first couple months, or the first month of a format, so that was my favorite. What is your most memorable moment in your Yu-Gi-Oh history? I just got a text. Okay, what is your most memorable moment in your Yu-Gi-Oh history? I I have a lot. I don't really remember. Okay, actually, I do have one. Okay, I was playing some guy. His name was Victor, and he went to our locals for quite some time. He was in the Air Force, and he was, I guess he was like stationed in the Air Force base in Biloxi, so he went to our locals a lot. He was running Black Wings whenever they were good, and I was running Lightsworn. And this, he's on a team, and he's a really, really good player. He doesn't go there anymore because he got sent off to Costa Rica again. But this is what happened. First game, he goes first, and he sets 2 back row and a face down value, and he says go. I said okay. So I charged into a wolf, and I searched out a Lumina, and I was like blah blah blah, and I just shuffled, and I searched out the Lumina from charge, and I have a wolf on my side of the field. I sack off the wolf for a Celestia to mill 4. I milled another wolf, so I had a wolf and a Celestia on my side of the field. I destroyed both of his back, I destroyed his monster and one of his back row, which wasn't the good thing at the time but I had an MST in my hand, so it's all good. And then I MST'd his face down card, so he had a clear field. And then after all that milling from charge, and then I did a solar recharge, I got rid of a Jane in my hand to draw 2 to mill 2. And after that, I dropped JD, so my field was JD, Wolf, Celestia. And then I special summoned Soul Impurity of Light by removing 2 lights from my graveyard, and that was 2,000 from Soul Impurity, 3,000 from JD, 21 from Wolf, and 23 from Lumina. I FTK'd him with Lightsworn. You don't really see that happen nowadays, but that is my most memorable moment from that. And everybody was like applauding me and stuff like that. Everyone was like, "Oh, yo, shit," kind of thing. And it was really funny. What type of playstyle do you have? Okay, type of playstyle I have is really, really defensive. Of course, you know, Lightsworns, they don't really have much potential to be aggressive until late game. Early game with Lightsworns, you always got to play defensive so you can get your mills off, and then you can probably go off from there. So I play really defensive. That's why I run, you know, the threatening roars. I run 3 wolves because I play so defensive that I have to have some sort of a beat stick. So whenever I mill a wolf, and that's just another wall that they have to get down. I run threatening roars, I run like mirror force, stuff like that. I'm actually thinking about taking mirror force out, but I do run all that, and I just play really, really defensive until the time is right, till I true nade into JD, and then I just do whatever. I play really defensive. I play really reckless, which is really bad. I do think out my moves at least 2 turns ahead, and people will be sitting there just waiting for me to make a move, but it kind of, I mean, you gotta think out what you're gonna do, you know? I play really defensive until the time is right, and then I play really, really aggressive and really reckless, but I'm always gonna have a backup move in my hand if something goes wrong. So that's how I play. Why do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, why do I play Yu-Gi-Oh? Because it's fun, you know. I mean, G-Hopper 85 was really right on. It makes me stay out of trouble, you know. At least I'm not like doing on the streets like doing crack or something like that, or like I'm going to like the parties, you know. I mean, as sad as it sounds, I'm actually going to locals instead of going to parties, you know, which is actually a better thing, you know. It's just as expensive though, because buying packs and all that. But it keeps me out of trouble. So, and you know, after like 10 years, it's kind of hard to quit a hobby that you've been doing for 10 years. So that, yeah. If you could describe yourself in one word in terms of a Yu-Gi-Oh player, what would that be? Sacky. I run Lightsworn. I mean, there's really, really not another word. I mean, Sacky. If I mill a wolf or if I top a JD, Sacky. I mean, I hate to say that because it just insults me and my deck, but you know, but I don't have, that's literally the word that would describe me, because there's so many instances where I top JD and I get game right there. I mean, it's unbelievable. And the last question is, what advice do you have to pass on to the younger generation, the future of this great card game, to your fellow Yu-Gi-Oh players? Make sure you read the rulings, make sure you keep up with the ban list, but the most important thing, make sure you know where your shit is at all times. because there are so many stealers in this game. There's so many people that steal your shit and sell it. It's not even funny. So make sure you always have a backpack and you always wrap that shit around your ankle so that way nobody can take it. But anyway, that's gonna be it. Thanks you guys for watching. So I need to tag some people, don't I? Okay, so these are the 5 people I tagged. I actually had to cut off the camera and now I'm doing this new video because I forgot that I needed to tag 5 people in this video. So the 5 people I'm going to tag, one is going to be Ion Miley. I will leave his link in the description below. So first tag is Ion Miley. Second tag is going to be Dale Bolito. Third tag is going to be Whirlwind Knight. Fourth is going to be Team Animatrix, and 5 is going to be Laser Wolf. So I will leave all their links down below. I'll be sure to message them and tell them about this whole entire tag thing that Adam started. So pretty much thanks for watching, guys. I know you guys, it's tough to watch a 16-17 minute video, but it's actually pretty interesting. So I tagged those 5 people. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Adam for doing these videos, for doing this whole tag thing, and make sure you subscribe to everybody that is doing this tag, and make sure you subscribe to them all. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.